No, it's very, very tough. Very tough for me to come out here tonight and not be excited, thrilled, utterly ready to go. Especially when you've basically been coming out here the last 2 years. A lot of you watch this show throughout the year pretty religiously. At least I hope that you do. And every time you and I have the conversation, it's, hey, man, you're not doing what other programs are doing. You're not getting the general fan involved enough to go be great. And then today, not thinking that your head coach was going to say the things that he did today about recruiting, relationships, dead. Why are they dead? Oh, my God, it's not college football. Wake up. It's not what we grew up on. It's time to turn the page. It's time to get with the program. And your head coach goes out there to the podium and he says, guys, it's a plea from Brian Kelly. He does not want to go out there and tell you, we need you to give money to the collective. That's not what he's going to do. But in his own way, Brian Kelly is telling you, number one, I need to go in the portal. Listen, we messed up. If you want this thing to change, let's go get the money. Help us, get us there. Let's go get these dudes. Let's go get these dudes. Some of you are upset. Blake, it's really rich that he says that when he makes $10 million a year. Newsflash, sweetheart, so does Steve Sarkisian. A little bit less, but you get my point. So does Ryan Day. Little less, you get my point. So does Kirby. So does Ole Miss. So do a lot of these teams and a lot of these coaches. And you know what their fan bases don't do?
Oh, why don't you get some money?
You're right. I hope he does. He can't, but I hope he finds a way. You're right. You are right. But in case you missed the Brian Kelly press conference today, I highly suggest you go listen to it. Because in that press conference, Brian Kelly, paraphrasing, would say, you have to be competitive in NIL. Relationships for most of these kids, when money start getting involved, and what he's really saying is when parents and children, most of them 17, are having to make decisions, money talks and bullshit walks. It will be. It always has been and will continue to be the number one thing of what happens in recruiting in these high-profile situations. Blake, we simply as a state don't have the money. You can't convince this guy right here that there's not 20,000 Tiger fans that cannot give $100 a month to the collective. We've talked about this. That is $2 million a month. That is $24 million a year. And what Ryan Day and them did last year was they went and got Caleb Downs because they went out there and they asked the normal fan, listen, it sucks to be in the situation that we're in. We're having to ask you to help us put money in the collective and go get people. It's just the way of the world. Okay, sounds good. And you know what their fans did? Shh. We're going to go get these dudes. I'm going to go put $100 to $200 in their collective. And they didn't bat an eye. Now, there's another opposite part of this. The other opposite part of this is Brian Kelly has asked this place for help. I don't mind any human being, rich, poor, middle class, if they need help, let's go get it. Because the only thing that I care about, the only thing that I want, the only ROI or return on investment that I want as a fan is to go out there and try to give me the best class that you can give me, the best team that you can give me, and let's go win football games. I want this place to be elite. The state may be poor, but the state is highly mismanaged over and over and over again like a cycle. There are not poor people in this state. There's not. Now, you know my thoughts, or maybe, hopefully, you know my thoughts about NIL. I hope that you do. It's the way of the world. And today, let's call something what it is. You had a damn strong recruiting class. Damn strong. You were able to hold on to DJ Pickett. It sucks that you lose K. Phillips. It really sucks. But do you really realize who Brian Kelly was talking today in his press conference when he said, Brian Kelly pretty much literally went out in the press conference today and told you that the K. Phillips flipping from LSU yesterday to Texas was about that they were not going to be denied. I wish we would stop getting denied. And it's not just a this one class thing. See, what people have done about NIL is that they said, Bryce Underwood wants so much money. Okay. I can live with a Bryce Underwood. I can live with it. It sucks. I hate it. Can live with it. Jakeem Stewart. We don't like the value of that young man at the potential price point that he's asking. Okay. I'm completely cool with that. It is what it is. I get it. But when you get with these mid-level, mid to high-level guys, that's where you start having a problem. You got to go win more of those battles in high school football recruiting. You do. Because when Lance Hurd leaves and he doesn't start at right tackle for you this year, and you can't move Emory Jones down to guard, and the 5-star defensive end that you had is not panning out for you right now, you start to scramble. And then you look at the 2023 overall class and you say, yikes, too many dudes have left. And Brian Kelly tells you, look, man, we're probably going to try to get 35 to 37 guys in here. 12 from the portal. We're going to try to get to the 25 number in high school recruiting. That's where we want to be. Sounds great, BK. Let's go after it. Then he comes out and says, hey, basically, we need money. Let's go get it. Now, earlier today, I came out and I tweeted, and I want to show it to you here because I think it's very crucial to the overall thought process of what I humbly believe. I sent out a tweet and I asked you, do you want LSU football to be elite? Because if you want LSU football to be elite, this is what you would do. Now, I am not a paid spokesperson. I am not a paid spokesperson for the collective. I'm not. But what I am is that I want to see LSU be great. I want them to be in the playoff every year. And the problem that I have right now is you were not organized enough. We talked about this in the portal season during the spring, if you remember. You are not organized enough right now to go out there and beat some of these teams. You're not. Now, Austin has done a good enough job to get you where you are right now, meaning Austin Thomas. It is time. It has been time. I don't know if they're going to tweet out the collective. Guys, here's the truth. You should know where the collective is by now. The Bayou Traditions. BayouTraditions.com, collective.com. That's it. I will be an unpaid spokesperson for them. They don't have to pay me a dime. I don't want money. What I want is for this place to be great, elite. I want to be in the playoff every year. And you know what? You as a team should want that. But as a front office athletic department, you should want that. Want to know why? Well, Blake, we got to spend $20 million. We do. It was agreed upon 2 years ago, and it's easily Googly reported that you can go look at this yourself, that if you have a playoff appearance in the top 12, you make an additional $20 million a year in TV revenue money. It's up from $5.5 million. You can go all look on Google and look this up for yourself. It goes up $15 million. What could you do with that? Football is not only the straw that stirs the drink of athletics. It is the whole damn cup. It is the big-ass ice cube. It is the straw. It's the whole damn bourbon, too. Your head coach is asking you for help. He's asking you for help. And this is what we're going to do. You can trust me, you can not. I can post the receipt on this if you need me to. I'm going to keep it to a limit of under 500. If you send super chats in here, I'm sending it to the collective. Or what you can do is that you can go over to BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Again, I'm not a paid spokesperson for this. You can put join the tradition. You can scroll down football. You can hit the button. And if you got $5, if you got 10 extra dollars, I know it's Christmas. I get it. If you have nothing, there's no problem with that. There's no worry with that at all. But you now got to go in the portal. Do you want to be here a year from now saying, Blake, we're 8-4 again? How? How is that plausible? And I'm going to come out here and tell you, well, Major Burns and Sage Ryan are your safeties. Not literally, but you get my point. But that comes at a big cost for LSU. And let me tell you why. Here's the flip side of this coin for Brian Kelly today. The flip side of the coin for Brian Kelly is that now that he's going out there and asking you for money, and he's asking you to get guys, and if people go out there and they start giving money to the collective, you better not miss in the portal. You better not miss. So you better have a damn strong plan. You better have a damn strong understanding of what it is that you need to do. Because if people are giving their hard-earned money to get you the guys that you need, it comes at a cost. It comes at a massive cost. To the front office athletic administration today, to Scott Woodward and the boys, to everybody that's a part of TAF, you got a shot across the bow today. It's now up to your AD to start helping in this. It's up to everybody. Be creative in how you do it. Be creative in how you raise money. I told you one way to do it. I've heard some of you repeat it on some of those Twitter spaces when I'm just anonymous listener. I hear you and see you on Twitter in the comment section when you say to me, well, man, we're losing this guy because of money. Well, how? They should be sponsoring these types of shows. Everybody. I don't want anything. I don't want a penny. I want to be elite. I want to be great. And the only way to do that is to go out there and you can't beat the Oregons. I get it. You can't beat the Texases. I get it. You didn't say a damn word about Alabama. You didn't say about going and getting a kid from California, which is what A&M did. None of that happened. We didn't talk about the portal guys that you missed just last offseason, just in the spring. We don't talk about Lansard leaving for reasons that we all know as to why. He put LSU in a hard place. LSU should have responded. But Brian Kelly is asking you for help, and it's up to you. It's up to you. You don't have to do it. You can disagree with it. And you know what? That's okay. We don't all have to agree. But I don't want to be sitting here a year from now pissed off as shit, being mad over the fact that we're not in another playoff. I don't. The reason that all of you watch this show, the reason you continue to come in here every single night is because you love LSU, because you want to see greatness, because you want to see them dominate. You're a diehard, most of you. And I am pleading. Maybe I'm a homer. No, I am a homer. I just want to see this place succeed. And right now, whether you agree with it or not, the God's honest truth is it's the new way of the world. You don't have to do it. You don't have to agree with it. But the reality is setting in that this is here and it's not going anywhere. Guys, it's almost been 5 years. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. It was enacted in the July the 1st of 2020. So you're coming up on 5 years of this being a thing. You got to pivot. I saw a locked in Brian Kelly today. I saw a Brian Kelly that wasn't missing on names. I saw a Brian Kelly who said, hey, what is the first thing you thought of DJ Pickett? That kid ain't really going to be 6'4". Shit, that kid's 6'4". And we're about to talk about this recruiting class. It's what you're here for. It's what I'm here for. We're going to talk about it. I thought it was damn strong as Les Miles would say, damn strong class. Come on, man. Come on. You're at an impasse. LSU is 39-23 in football since the world-shattering effects of NIL have took place. 39-23. That's not good enough here. Guys, you're averaging, and I get that this is not fair to Brian Kelly. I get it's not. But since NIL has been a thing, you average 7.8 wins a season. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not where you want and need to be. So you might, I hear from all of you, we don't have the big billionaire donors. Well, if LSU just hits 1,000 singles, then it is what it is. You can laugh at me. You can say I'm a dumbass for even trying to say and do all this. I get it. I just want to see this place be elite. All